Welcome to Jesse's private party.
Private party.
I'm here. I'm your host, Jesse, as always. I have two new guests with me today. Two new guests. Please, guests, introduce yourselves.
I am PlatanoSunshine. What's good, everybody? Yeah.
Slyvision here. What's going on? Here.
These are two good friends I've known for almost a year.
It's been,
And we've met online through this website right here, twitch.tv.
Shout out to Twitch.
brings
to
people
Twitch.
together.
We lived in the same state, but we had no idea any of us existed. Well, any of us existed until Twitch.
Shout out to
Until
bringing
Twitch.
people together, Twitch. That's what's up.
Twitch is a fun thing, but I have a bad relationship with Twitch. Sometimes I have a bad relationship because every time I think about streaming, it's not as easy as people they think that it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot more technical stuff happening behind the scenes that, like, just because I have a pretty little picture and some 3 cameras doesn't mean it's not some little rinky-dink operation. This is actually a little bit more into it than it might appear, and it gets hard sometimes.
Yeah.
It gets hard sometimes.
That's what she said, first off. And you're absolutely right, bro. I'll say, like, the fundamentals and all the intricacies that go into streaming, people don't really understand it unless they stream. It's one of those things, like being a pro athlete, whatever the case may be, you wouldn't understand it unless you actually did it yourself.
Yes, I also compare myself to a pro athlete when I am streaming. Yes.
Something of that caliber, you know.
Right.
Gaming is at that level. Nobody could tell me it's not. Where, you know, some of these great athletes wish they could play video games as good as we do.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that definitely because they don't have the same time as we say we would have because they're busy doing their own thing.
Exactly.
You don't have enough
Pro
time.
athletes.
Yeah, doing professional things.
Yeah, being
Instead of home practicing shooting some guy on the internet.
listen, there's a lot of different people who stream too, like in the NFL and in the NBA too.
Oh,
It's
for
funny.
sure. Streaming is not just it's gone mainstream.
Definitely has.
Definitely gone mainstream, pun intended.
It's nice. It was nice to see it grow the way it did.
I remember when it was like you had to really be in the know-how to even know what streaming was, because you didn't think people would watch other people play games
Right.
instead of playing it themselves.
It's kind of genius though.
It kind of goes in the sense of watching an athlete. There's a lot of people that wouldn't, like, not that they wouldn't be good at the sport, but they would be so much more happy watching the sport itself. And they would pay money to go watch this sport or whatever. People spend so much money just to have, like, court side seats to watch these people do what they do. It's the same thing with, like, video games. There's people that can't do what pro does, so they sit there and try to either enjoy it by just watching it or study them and try to be like them.
Oh, definitely. I definitely study. I definitely try to steal some ideas that I see online, for sure.
That's the inspiration of streamers around the world. I know I got a lot of my inspiration from the one and only
Yes.
Z-Swigs. Look at that, the timing.
How late was he? He said 12 to 1. He showed up at 1, what? Like
1:30ish,
1:30.
I think.
So half an hour.
On Platano time, that is amazing.
That's not bad.
Come on.
I did-
It's not bad.
Cut me
tried.
some slack, bro.
I tried.
It's okay. He showed up at a decent time. It's all good. What's
Dude,
going on,
that's
Z
great.
Z-Swigs, I summoned you here, bro. Like if this was Final Fantasy VII, okay.
Right? We're actually in his time slot. He's just busy right now. He can't stream at the moment today. He said he has extra work to do. So I'll gladly take your spot. It doesn't.
Right? You're not gonna
It's free. Free
free time slot, yeah.
Free time slot. Might as well fill it in. There's some good
girl.
entertainment.
That's what she said.
We're gonna have that a lot this podcast. I can already tell.
Yeah, that's gonna be
I
a
know,
thing.
they're
We
really bad.
prepped you for that.
They're really bad.
But we all got that. Did that existed before The Office, right?
Yes, it did.
Had to,
Which is
sure.
one of
For
my what was one of my, like, things about not wanting to watch the show in the beginning, and he like forced it into me, and I
That's what she
absolutely
said.
love it now. But yeah, but it was just like I hated the fact that anytime that joke was mentioned, they're like, "You watched The Office, right?" I'm like, "It's not only from The Office, bro."
That is very true because it was around before that, and I was saying that's what she said in high school and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm
too.
sure I was.
Forced it into me.
I'm sure I was saying it way before high school as well. I mean, before The Office.
Yeah. The
In
Office
high
just
school.
made it like, wow, they were doing it like on the timing and all.
Yeah,
the
just
funny
seeing it
ass
on
shit.
TV. Seeing it on TV is like, hey, I do that too. I
And
do
you know
that
what?
too.
People don't appreciate The Office now the way I did when I watched that shit week to week.
I didn't watch it. Like I jumped in late.
Yeah.
Like it already was like season. He was already with Holly by the time I jumped in. Like when I saw like when
4 or 5.
Holly's around, that's when I started watching from the beginning.
Yeah,
So I'm like
okay.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
I instantly fell in love. It was just
It's
it's just the characters. You just love every character for different reasons. You kind of know people like them. And you can definitely relate to at least one of the people in that office, especially if you've had an
I feel
office
like
type job.
you started being able to like relate to them in the beginning, and then like as the show kept progressing, everybody just kept getting crazier and just like more illogical.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like look how Kelly started. She was just like so like quiet and just like no. But you see her now like
God, Ryan
absolutely
corrupted.
bananas.
Kelly.
Yeah, I remember when she's trying to starve herself because they were trying to do that weight loss challenge.
Gonna look amazing.
Yeah, you could just see she was all, her face was all like pale. She was like, she hadn't eaten in weeks.
Oh my god.
She looked frail, Dito.
She did.
She thought she swallowed a tapeworm that Creed sold. It
It's not a tapeworm.
was like, that wasn't
It's not a tapeworm. I've definitely quoted The Office hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times with my friends.
Yeah.
It was just one of those shows that just somehow stood above the rest. It stood above the rest.
It's funny how like the more you watch The Office, you realize that The Office is life, and that's what makes it so funny. Once you start quoting it and having those relatable situations, it's fucking like hilarious. And I feel like that's what makes The Office one of the best shows ever. You can fucking relate to it.
Yeah, the relationships, they feel real. There might be characters in a TV show, but they definitely feel real.
That character progression is crazy, and the people they don't have character progression, they cut off. Fucking Devin, all the people from
Yep.
Stanford, they cut them
Yep.
off real quick. They was like, nope, we don't want you in the show. Boom, boom, boom.
Dead
boom.
weight. They were dead weight.
Dead weight.
That whole other branch that they try to merge, yeah, they just basically fired, like in show, they fired everyone else from that other branch because they didn't want to work at the main branch in Scranton.
Nobody made the cut, man. That's what it was. It was really just trying people out for episodes, and they were like, you know what? Boom, we're just gonna knock you off one after the other.
I'm trying to find another show that can kind of replace that same feeling
None.
of friends and family, but it's hard.
Parks
Like-
and Rec?
I mean,
Like something
I
new
feel
though,
like
something new.
Oh, something new.
Something new,
Okay.
like something more current. There's nothing really out there right now.
No.
that I
Andy made the
think-
cut. Yeah, sorry. Andy was the only one that made the cut. That's what Slick
Andy.
said. Yeah.
That's true. Andy Nard Dog. Andy was the only one.
I mean,
Nerd
that
dog.
guy was like in the same spectrum of cringy as Michael. Like
That's why you needed him. I
it
knew,
was just
bro.
so bad.
For all the
It was.
predictions in my life I could have made, I knew Andy was going to be manager. Because this dude was making announcements from Stanford. He's the only one that stands up in front of everybody and is like, hey, can I get everybody's attention? And they're like, Andy, shut the fuck up, bro. And that's literally, he started doing that, and then Stanley pointed it out, and I was like, I know, this motherfucker wants to be manager so badly.
Yeah, you gotta,
Wait a
you know,
second.
you gotta like sneak your way in. You gotta find a way to like put yourself in a position
It's a
to
fact.
be in charge. And I know people who would do the same thing that
No.
Andy did to try to basically make their way up the corporate ladder. I've met actual Andys in past jobs.
Like personality fillers. Like they just fit their forms. Oh my god, Amanda was like that.
Manda, who's Manda?
There's a girl that we used to work at GameStop, and she was just that type of person. She will form and like mold her personality
Ditto.
to whoever it is
She was
that
a
she's
ditto.
around.
She was pink too.
Back,
She was pink too.
back. It's like those type of people.
So you didn't know who the real her was, sort of.
Right.
People like that scare me more than anything because
Right.
people like that don't know who they are.
You can't trust them sometimes. You can't trust them. What's going on, Perfect Darkness?
I talk too much with my hands. This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
Hispanic.
How do-
I know.
Okay.
I know. That's why I do this. I do the arm tuck.
I gotta fucking have my hands in my pockets or some shit. Hold on. Ugh.
Yeah. You guys lived here in New York your whole lives?
Practically. I was born in Puerto Rico, but my family like moved out here when I was like about 2.
2. And
She's
you?
got like
27.
90-something% so on it. I'm
27 now,
I'm
so-
100%.
Okay. So, yeah. So yeah. Moving at 2, you pretty much was here as a baby. So
Yeah.
same thing.
I'm born and raised. I'm from Harlem, but like I grew up in the Bronx for a lot of my childhood too. Right there in Creston.
Creston. Shout outs to Creston.
Shout outs to Fordham. Shout outs to not getting shot because that was like every other week, not even exaggerating.
Clack, clack, clack. Yep. Gotta be careful out here. It's dangerous. Don't visit. I be seeing, you know what I actually be seeing? I be seeing tour buses of people coming in the Bronx to take pictures and stuff.
For what?
What?
Yes, I
Of
see
what?
tour buses of tourists. They be taking pictures of the graffiti
You know, like
signs.
people have like
landmarks.
Yeah, like weird like travel destination type things. Like, oh yeah, let's go to like the dirtiest, dingiest place in New York and just
Yeah.
like
Let's go to the
Let's-
get in Brooklyn and
Yeah.
make a
let's
YouTube
be-
video and get
let's be-
snuffed.
Let's be adventurous and
Yeah,
like,
they
reckless
don't.
a
They're
little
tired
bit.
of going to 42nd. Let's go see the opposite. Let's go see the
Yeah.
low lights.
Let's
We're saying people and
let's have
Swig
the
says
chances of
white
us
people.
being shot by like 50%. Like,
But they're like it's like wild animals. How they're like herds. They just all trying to think of like they're like sheep. They just come in, they do their little thing, take their little pictures.
It reminds me of an episode of Bob's Burgers when they're like
my
the old
God.
people when like Louise made a rumor in her school that the burgers were made out of like the human remains of the crematorium next door. And there was like a bus full load of like old people that are like adventurous eaters and they wanted to eat these things.
Oh, disgusting, nasty. I don't
You
think
know
I
what I'm
could
craving
eat.
today.
What are you craving?
I think I want some human. Like, who the fuck ever said that? Like Hannibal Lecter, but not even because he was
Like
eating it
Bob's
every day.
Burgers, it's hilarious.
I would think you couldn't eat it every day. You get tired of it. You get
You're a
tired.
fucking cannibal. Like,
Yeah.
What else do you eat? I mean, I guess you could eat
Yeah.
animals.
Other
too, right?
live, well not live, uncooked.
Cannibals
animals?
eat. Yeah, right. I guess
I think
it's
you would
'cause
have to.
If you eat
Like,
people every day, you get the shakes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from the Book of Eli. You've seen that, right?
I don't want to.
Great book. I mean, great movie. Well, and book too, but great movies.
Wait,
See
wait.
anything.
It's not scary.
No,
No, it's not
that
scary.
it's
Tell you to watch
scary.
No, it's an action movie.
It's-
Yeah, it's an action movie.
Yeah, but it's I don't know if
What?
it's about like
Because it has that, like, kind of religious aspect
Canni-
of it. No,
cannibalism?
Not
Oh,
really.
it has
no.
cannibals?
No, I don't really. Not that big. Not that much, honestly.
I just
what,
can't
the-
see
the
things.
religion?
That's like one scene, maybe.
The whole movie is about.
No, but I'm saying they don't like show. They don't like show it in your throw it in your face.
Oh no, yeah. I
Yeah.
see what you mean.
There's
But
not-
it's all about the Bible.
yeah, yeah.
The whole movie is about the Bible.
Yeah, the religion aspect as well, but like still, like I can't see anything like and
They don't
I
really
don't know,
show
I just get-
cannibalism. They just talk about how if you eat too much human meat, that you eat nerves,
Got the
so it
shakes.
makes you shake.
Got the shake, rattle, and roll. I don't know though. If I'm stuck in a mountain though,
Yeah,
push comes to shove,
I might
you gotta do what you gotta do.
every once in a while, you
Gotta
know,
do what you gotta do.
delicacy
I mean, of course I'm gonna try to get the animals first.
first. Yeah,
I always try. Don't just resort to human eating first. Like,
No,
okay,
no.
there's something wrong if that's your first option.
no. Human eating.
if you're like sure why not, that I have
There's
to
problems. Like, if you're down with this, and I just asked like kind of a question,
like, ask so many.
You just agree to it, like
just
right
pull
off
out
the
a
bat.
human-made fork and knife. Like, yeah, I was ready for this. I'm like, why do you have that?
That's something like Dwight would do in like
Be like, hey, I brought some snack-sized human. Do you want to try? What? Did he just casually say that?
or just like be prepared for that fact to just have all the utensils like ready. Like,
Dwight would.
all right,
He
this
would
is
be
just
ready for
carve
that.
the skin.
He'd be like, okay,
Yeah,
so this is
for the
day,
muscle, this
is
one's for
day
the bone.
27. Let me break out the human carving kit.
Day
HCK.
27, haven't found an animal in sight. No water. It's time for the last resort.
Becky is looking tasty right now.
Becky with the butt.
Becky with the butt.
I would hope that would taste fine,
I was gonna say I would think the ass would taste the best.
right?
Okay.
Because it's the closest to animal. It'll be the closest to animal.
Yeah, and it would cook probably well too.
Hold on. I wanted to.
I'm done. You gotta listen. You gotta go through the human food pyramid and then the animal human period. The animal food pyramid.
It's disgusting. You want to go through an animal period?
Before you eat a human.
It's baby steps. You can't just jump right in.
That's what
baby
you
steps.
get what I'm saying.
Baby
Okay.
steps. Hold on. How do I do this? Display.
Jesse, have you seen this demon?
Yeah, what is Perfect Darkness asking me? Oh, Loyal. What's going on, Loyal?
Loyal, you know me too well. Get out the stream.
Exactly. He doesn't need cannibalism for that excuse.
Not
Doesn't need
at
cannibalism. Neither do I. Anywho, we're gonna talk about something a little bit more mainstream instead of ass eating with cannibals.
all. Okay, I'm okay with that.
I think something we're all happy about. We found out
Yes.
that Marvel and Sony, they kissed and made up. Woo. And now we got ourselves Spider-Man is back in the
Right.
MCU.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm-
you. I don't know what deals were made. Who
I'm like,
was
just
paid to
trying
who?
search that up right now.
I know you're thinking God, but this was definitely the devil's work. If anything,
Yes.
he summoned this shit. I'm just saying. I was not this worried as everybody else was. I hate to sound like I knew this, but I knew they weren't gonna allow that. They couldn't.
Which they?
The
Sony or
world.
Disney?
Everybody. Like
Everybody. Oh, the
I know
whole
at a
world.
certain point, like
People were
the-
gonna revolt so much that they're just like
the head of
no.
Sony and the head
And
of
it's-
Disney at some point had to like meet up at a Burger King or some shit and be like, all right, listen, we
No,
have
yeah,
to
it
figure this
literally
out,
says
bro,
it in
because the
this.
world will destroy itself.
It literally
don't.
said it. Like the loss of
don't.
Spider-Man to the MCU was also a deep blow to fans. Like
Yeah.
I read another article, they used the word devastating. That is not an exaggeration.
No, it
whatsoever.
was. I was a little worried that we weren't gonna get any more Spider-Man movies, like any more good ones at least, because we know Sony thinks they know what's a good Spider-Man movie, but obviously they're a little hit and miss lately. Mm-hmm. Like, granted, I did not see Venom yet. I still haven't seen Venom. I'll watch it eventually.
Okay.
Chat. I'll
Wait,
watch
but
it
you love
eventually.
both the Spider-Man.
Yes, I do. I enjoyed them both. Not the second one of Amazing though, with Jamie Foxx. That one was bad.
No. We're
That one
talking
was bad.
about Far From Home, man.
Those are good. Yes, those are the good
And-
ones.
yeah,
those are the good Spider-Man.
Homecoming. Those are great. And Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Shout out to Tobey Maguire.
Shout out to Toby. Toby, the OG Spider-Man.
You did that shit before anybody could.
Before it,
I don't care
there
if you were
was,
40
it's
playing
still one of my
17-year-old.
favorites. Not
Yeah,
for
but even
nothing.
before there was a universe, cinematic universe, we
Yeah.
had his.
He did
Spider-Man.
that shit on his. He put MCU on his back, bro.
And
He put
X-Men.
Marvel on his back
And
because it wasn't
X-Men.
even MCU back
Yeah,
then.
there was no MC.
It wasn't the universe. It was just Marvel.
Spider-Man was the only hero in New York at that time.
And he was getting his ass kicked, but
Yeah, there was no Avengers Assembles back in 2000 and whatever these movies came
it's
out.
like, hey, they ripped my mask off. It's gonna be okay. Just fight through it, bro.
Right?
There's nobody else.
2019, we would find out the day after that who Spider-Man is, if his mask got ripped off on the train.
Oh yeah.
World Star would be blowing up because there'll be 17 videos that say, I got Spider-Man video with his mask off.
Not even day after, bro. Somebody's gonna tweet that.
20
instant.
minutes,
Yeah,
yeah.
20 minutes tops.
Take
the
a
world's gonna
picture,
know.
tweet
Something
it.
of that caliber. Like if superheroes were real, I feel like we'd know like in 7 minutes from
Which is
the
kinda-
first thing.
Which is kind of what happened at the end of Far From Home.
Like, you see how quick that was, right? That's
Like, he just got home from vacation. Maybe 2 or 3 days have passed. And already that video is like now worldwide and everyone knows
In
who
the real-
Spider-Man is.
in the real world. That was realistic as fuck.
Yeah, it happened almost
As quick as it would
instantly.
happen.
It happened almost instantly.
So they're saying the third Sony's Homecoming trilogy is set to be released on July 16th, 2021.
2021?
What's it called? Oh, it doesn't have a title, obviously.
Not
My
yet.
bad.
Yeah, not yet. No title yet. But we'll find out eventually, soon enough. We'll get our Spider-Man fixings eventually.
Do we have any speculations for Spider-Man and
Spider-Man 3?
Yes.
I always wanted
Let's use
I always wanted Craven. Craven would be a great one.
underrated.
We
Nobody
can
knows who Craven is.
do. I'm just trying to think outside the box. Nobody they've done already.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, we
They didn't-
technically already had Shocker.
They didn't really do Rhino, who deserves so much respect.
Rhino was just a side character in the Mark Webb Spider-Mans.
I know, but I feel like what does Spider-Man do? Immobilize and blind people. You can't do either of those things to Rhino, and that's why he was one of Spider-Man's biggest villains. Because he used to just wreck shit, and he didn't need to see to do it.
Nope.
I feel like he deserves more respect.
Well, hopefully, since Vulture and this guy are not dead, we can hopefully see Spider-Man doing versus the Sinister Six for part 3.
That's what they're doing, I'm pretty sure.
Except Mysterio's dead, so he's not going to be part of it.
Yeah, so you've never seen Venom?
No.
Wow.
You haven't seen
Haven't seen
Venom.
Venom, no.
Okay, so
liked
you know the
Venom.
next Venom movie.
He's going to have Carnage. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing Sinister Six. I said they have it
Yeah.
pretty much. If you
But
really
that's-
look at the
That's
numbers.
like a different universe, Venom, over there in Sony land.
But-
Yeah, but that's why
yeah.
Spider-Man 3 is going to have the Sinister Six. That's why it's so far from now. So they can get out the contracts. They can get the second movie out the way.
I would hope so. If they can merge them, have them show up all in one movie
Yeah.
in the
Listen,
future.
They had them. They had them both at the end of Amazing Spider-Man, right? They could say they just killed that bum-ass Spider-Man, which they did pretty much.
Right.
And then he came over here to fight the real Spider-Man he heard about, who was saving the world. And then
I mean, they still could do like some weird like time travel or alternate universe thing. Like that's still a possibility.
yeah, the
All that can happen.
Doctor Strange movie is literally called The Multiverse of Madness.
Exactly.
I
That's how they're gonna plant the seeds of different versions of heroes we already know. So we can
Shit.
have Iron Man and Captain America back, but they'll be different actors because they're from a
Yeah.
different universe.
He said plant the seeds. I got chills. In other universes, Iron Man's gonna be Morgan. She's gonna just be Iron Man woman. I think
Yeah.
that's like one of my predictions. And then who else did you say? Cap,
Cap.
right? Yeah, Cap's gonna be Bucky with the
We'll
arm.
have a Cappy
in another
Bucky Cap. Yeah,
in another universe, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be sick. Imagine him with that arm and that shield
of course it'll be
and
official.
his abilities.
It'll be official.
Question, actually, you might know.
Yeah.
What was Falcon's name in the comic books when he got the shield and he was also flying with it? It was like the Skyward something. No? Okay.
I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell.
It was such a you know how like Luke Cage's really low key name is Power Man?
Yes.
Like-
like his old throwback
His
name.
OG name. Yeah, I was looking for it and I couldn't fucking find
Ugh,
it.
I don't.
all good.
That's a good one. I don't know. That's a tough one. I usually I'm pretty good on my Marvel history, but that one escapes me at the moment.
I'm gonna find it.
What I'm hype about is that all the Marvel shows that are coming to Disney.
Yes. I
Like-
see Switch
like
put that shit in the
Falcon
chat.
and what's his face? Falcon and Bucky are gonna have a show together.
He didn't put the name of it in there. What is it gonna
Yeah,
be called?
what did he put?
Isn't it
Yeah,
Falcon
what-
and the Winter Soldier? I think
It's
that's the
Falcon
name.
and Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks
Falcon
with
and
it.
Winter
I
Soldier.
fucks with it. Listen. That's all you need to tell me.
2021? No, I think it's gonna be spread out. Not. I think all until 2021, right? Because what's coming out next year? I don't even know. I don't remember.
that's supposed to be 2020.
Okay.
Strange is 2020. WandaVision is. Shang-Chi is as well. Not
Damn,
Spider-Man.
It's gonna be a lot.
Hawkeye is. I think Thor is 2021 for sure.
I think we have too much TV, guys. We have too many. There's literally too many options and not enough hours in the day to watch all the stuff that we want to watch.
Well, eventually, and when I say eventually, I mean when they make it open to the public. I'm sure they have technology that lets you read stuff super fast. I'm
you just
sure,
wanna,
bro.
You just want to squeeze your entertainment down into a faster
no.
form.
I didn't say I want to. I'm not with iRobot just yet. I'm just saying I'm sure we're at that level where they have fucking scanners that can help you contain a lot of information in a short amount of time using some type of eye device or some type of brain fucking
Where
stimulator.
you just basically absorb the information
at a quicker
most-
rate. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like humanly impossible. But if you stimulate the mind, come on, we don't know what's possible.
I mean,
Powers.
if I could plug myself into a computer, I would.
I think I might too.
I wanna
That's-
be
that's not good to
transcendent.
say, but I don't want to be transcendent.
Why not? I want to put myself in a robot body.
I know.
You want to live longer than you can.
I like eating too much. That's why.
You can
And
program food programs into your robot body.
That is not.
there,
the
no, there'll
Taste
be.
buds EXE. Tastebuds.exe.
They fucking made the program for it. No.
Yeah.
There would be 3 things that they wouldn't be able to simulate in the Matrix the same. And I think that would be eating, sex, and like any type of narcotics, or like just being under the influence. Like even if you were to drink, it just wouldn't be the same in your head as if you were doing it.
That's
you feel me?
but it's all your brain controls all of that. Your brain is making your body feel all those things. So you could just move your brain into something else besides your original body.
I mean, what if? Ooh,
Why not a better body? You don't want a better body?
I want
Indestructible?
I want to be a dragon.
Dragon body. Half dragon, half human, half robot. With your brain.
Bro.
Tell me how sweet that would be.
Besides the fact that I'd get hunted by the entire world, that would be pretty fire. Because I wouldn't be able to like keep that on the low. I'd be doing mad dragon robot shit.
Not at all. Yeah, you'd be obvious. You'd be very obvious. You'd be the only dragon out there.
Yeah, I'd be.
You'd be like, hey, bro, this guy looks fucking weird.
All the other dragons are like, yo, maybe this is time. They're like, no, bro, don't go anywhere. That dude is wildin'.
Stay in the cave.
He doesn't know what he's. Watch how quick this is. He's gonna die quickly. But see, I'm half robot, so I might survive a little bit longer.
That's
and the
what
human
helps.
part
Keeps you from saying, but I want to live.
Yeah, I need to have the emotion of the human because
To relate to them.
that's one
yeah.
of our weaknesses, but it's low key our strength.
Exactly. We need feelings. I hate them, but we need them.
In every anime movie, the solution is always like love or
Yeah.
friendship
I like
or
to
heartfelt
say,
moments.
Yeah, Naruto, he wins every fight with his most special technique, the no talk jutsu, where he just talks the villain to death and makes them see the error of their ways, and it works every fucking time.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
Like,
He
Or
doesn't beat them with punches; he beats them with words.
Yeah. He talks to them for so long that they forget what their tactic is in the first place.
He did that with, what was his name? Rage or something like that?
Pain.
Pain. Oh
He
my
literally
god.
All
stopped pain
People.
by talking.
Let me tell you
He's just
something.
like, I gotta go see him. I gotta go talk
I gotta
to him.
talk to him. I
just
have
gotta
to.
go
That's my
talk to him.
superpower. I have to talk to him.
I saw that out of context. You can imagine how upset I was watching that. Even that I'm like, isn't that supposed to be like the most evilest guy like in the world? Like he
Pretty
looks
much.
like
Almost.
one of the most evilest guys, and I've
He
seen him do
pretty
mad
much-
evil
but
shit.
It was hilarious how he. Well, it's not hilarious. It's actually like very fucked up that he really thought that it was him. Somebody manipulated basically him to be the evilest guy in the fucking.
Oh, okay.
Right?
And it
So
was
that's
just
why it
like-
makes sense that Naruto was able to talk him out of it.
Because he wasn't actually evil. He got tricked into
Yeah.
being evil.
But still, this
Fucking Japanese shows are so fucking weird.
And they're just they go way too in depth into it. No, you can't have like an amazing human being in their culture without like a tragic calamity. Like
Somebody died in their family, and it wasn't a simple death. They were like,
watch them get
What?
eaten by titans.
This is
Yeah.
technically not a spoiler, but whatever. You're gonna end up watching it. But like the first episode of Demon Slayer, some kid's entire family gets slaughtered, and this nigga becomes like the biggest shit in the
and
world.
that's his origin story. My
Nice.
family was slayed by the demons.
It has to happen like that because when the demons are like, you have nothing to fight for, you're not worthy, they go, and their eyes get black or red, and they're like, you have no fucking idea what I've done to get
Right?
here.
And then
Like-
the other guy is like, impossible.
Right?
That's,
Like,
that is one of my favorite quotes in every Japanese anime. The word impossible. Because they never understand that the power of feelings and friendship can triumph just
of
pure
course,
evil.
yeah.
Impossible.
I've heard impossible in every single villain's monologue. Well, when they're dying,
Yeah.
As the
or when
arrows
their
in the
plan
heart,
is not
not
going.
working.
as soon as
This
they
is
realize,
impossible.
as-
Like they never put into account, hey, what if we lose?
Yeah.
never,
Like, they never think. They always think they're always going to triumph no matter what.
never
Which I mean
thought.
is a good attitude to have. You should always think, yes, reach for the top, aim for the stars.
But that makes them not plug in their villain holes.
That's
because
why-
they realize that their plans are fucking stupid. Like 10
Villain
minutes.
holes.
The hero's there. He's like, oh, this is really bad. I know what we could do. Instantly. And then the villain's like, it's not going to work.
He's just laughing in his chair. He won't make it.
Bro, he just figured out your plan in a matter of seconds. That's
Yep.
what his job is.
Yep.
If he wasn't good at his job, he wouldn't be coming to punch you in the face. I found Falcon's other names, by the way.
What was it?
Red Wing.
Red Wing. There we go. I usually
That's
have.
what I was looking for, and I couldn't find
I
it.
usually have a stat boy, my brother,
Yeah.
do like the fact checking. But
Oh,
he's,
yeah?
I don't know where he is right now.
Oh, that's good to
So,
know. Damn, you gotta see that's the needs to have Boo doing that shit.
Yeah.
Another one, two kind of questionable ones. Blackwing
Black Wing
and Blackbird.
Blackbird.
I don't like that both his other aliases have black in
Hey
them.
man, it was the 70s.
Well,
This is
yeah,
something.
and it's funny
That is
because
true,
I was
Black
reading
Panther.
while I was reading, trying to find out the
Wakanda
name.
forever.
Like, it's not that it was racist. Like, he really wanted to put like an African American figure into his like comics and stuff. So he wanted to put that into his like work. Like,
Yeah, he wanted to be black.
recognize them.
Black and proud.
He wanted
I respect
to
it,
you
yeah.
Black and
know,
proud.
It's
I guess
not in a racist.
That's me
way, but-
speaking as a now person, not as a then person. Because as
Yeah.
a then person, that was like empowerment out the ass. I
Yeah,
fucks
right.
with it.
I mean,
for sure.
yeah, we didn't back then. Like, it's just
To have a
I
black
can't
superhero was
imagine-
like, bro.
Yeah, I honestly could imagine myself like the stuff that we know now, just living back like 50 years ago, when just how, just the whole world was different, a different place.
Not for nothing. Like, since I was born, I couldn't really have called a lot of this crazy ass shit that's happened. Even the technology, like, I don't think anybody in the 90s saw this coming so early.
I mean, cell phones alone. Cell phones alone.
The new iPhone has 3 cameras.
You know what it is?
I just
Switch
admit-
between them while you
You-
record. Sorry.
You know that the rumor that they have of why we have like such like a crazy ass jump in like technical or technology.
Technologically advancement. Back to the future.
Aliens. Aliens.
Yes.
You know why?
No, I'm serious.
No,
like,
I know,
They have
I-
a lot of like.
Because we didn't invent Velcro. We got Velcro from aliens. Think about it.
Okay.
Think
I
about
don't know
Velcro.
about that.
Think about Velcro. Like, it's like one is a weird texture, the other one is like a harder one. And
It's called the goddamn lizards.
you put them together and they stick together.
If you like, I've
Like,
actually.
it's like they're little hairy things.
I forgot why I had to research what
Who
Velcro
invent-
was.
Yeah, who
But
invented
it's tiny little microscopic hooks and tiny little microscopic
And you think-
semicircles on the other side.
Yeah.
Are you telling me we thought of that?
Nah, we
Fuck
didn't.
outta
We didn't
here.
do that.
No.
Well, yeah, what you're
So
saying.
they were. It's
aliens.
Long story short, supposedly during Reagan's presidency, he
Mm-hmm.
like basically bargained cattle for technological advancements.
Yeah, why do alien shows and books and stories, they're always after, they always go to like a farm. They're always going to farm areas, rural places, never like the city.
Well, considering
I feel like they gotta be so intuitive, right? They gotta be smarter than us. They would know not
They
to
don't
show up in
have-
Times Square and get gunned down or have to kill 1 million people before they like.
But they can though. They
Get
can
away.
if they wanted to.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like smart. I don't want to say the
True.
aliens.
I feel like we're kind of like a gold mine to like the universe, because like there's no other, as far as we've known, as far as like research or whatever, there's no other planet that can grow or like sustain life like Earth does.
It's true.
So you can't just like waste us like that. You feel me?
We are semi-precious.
Semi,
the
but like
universe.
we don't know we don't know what we have until it's gone type thing. You feel me? So we're destroying this Earth, not knowing what it is that it really holds.
Oh, we know. People don't care.
Yeah.
It's the Batman. They know. They just don't care.
I mean,
Listen, man, I feel like they're just waiting for us to kill all of ourselves off and destroy the planet, right?
and then they'll
They're gonna
sweep-
form
they'll
it.
sweep up,
Literally, they're just gonna.
take care of the stragglers, make sure nobody else escapes.
Clean it up. They're gonna take all the technology and everything we've learned about the Earth, and they're gonna make it smart. They're gonna make a barrier. They're gonna have a sun, right? But they're gonna have a barrier that makes sure the UV light of the sun doesn't go into
It's
the
like perfect for
atmosphere
them,
like it
their
shouldn't.
levels, yeah.
the atmosphere. They're gonna change it. The gravity.
I would
the
love to
plants
see
are gonna
that.
grow to be the size of trees. You can cut down a goddamn carrot that's the size of a house with your super axe.
You know what I would do though? If we lived up far enough into the future that we can coexist, we find out they exist and that we can actually
No,
exist
we
with
don't
them.
I'm sorry, we don't even needs to find out if they exist. It's
Why
very
not?
It's very ignorant for us to think that we're the only living
Of
thing
course,
in the
we're not,
entire
yeah.
universe. So
We're
it's
not.
obvious. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm terrified as fuck about these niggas, but I know they exist. There's no motherfucking way.
How I see it is like this: to aliens, we're like ants.
That's
Oh, 100%.
That's pretty much what
We
We're
can
smaller
go
than ants.
visit an anthill anytime we
We're
want.
fucking larvae. Like,
But we can't communicate with them. They're too dumb. And we're too dumb for the aliens.
That's what. Sorry, I'm laughing at Swiggs' quote. I'm not gonna read
Yeah,
it.
what is he talking about? Chopping down what? What is
He quoted
chopping?
what I said
Oh,
about
okay.
chopping down the carrot. That's what I feel like. Right, this is my thing. Right, we're like a subspecies of a species. Right,
Yeah.
we have the smartest of human beings only can access 10% of their brains. So imagine if there are humans anywhere else, right, with access to 50%, 20%.
Like that movie Lucy.
Like that movie Lucy, like history has taught us, right? Let's say there's a world, right, it's parallel to ours where they have 20% of brain functionality, right? Imagine how much better their world is than ours, probably, in technology and advancements. Maybe not. Maybe it's horrible because everybody can just be smart and be a villain and instead. But I think it'll be good. And I think that we're dumb.
because you're smart, you're a villain.
No, I'm saying they could be
automatically.
good or bad with their genius. It doesn't matter.
People
but-
get greedy. That's what it is.
Yeah,
People
that's what
get
I'm saying.
greedy.
Exactly, with their smartness. But I'm saying, like, I think we're dumb to be searching for other lives. Like, if we're going to be able to even conquer or control them, because that's what we do as people. If we're going to have other forms of species, the first thing we're going to have to do is, hey, you guys should sign a treaty and, like, be registered as a thing. Like, that's what they're going to try to do. The first thing. They're not just going to let aliens be out there and be like,
Gotta
yeah, so there's
register them
aliens.
Register them.
Or they're going to attack them. Or they're going to try to conquer them. We're not going to be able to win none of those fights.
No.
Bro, we're taking mad L's, bro. I don't care if the
course.
entire Earth bands together to fight aliens. By the time we all get
They gotta
together,
push one button. That's it.
Yeah.
Push one button.
They'll
Exactly.
be like, oh, word.
they're going to show up in the farm. We're going to get Mad Cow. That's what Mad Cow is. That's how we got Mad Cow, because we traded the aliens
they were
for cows.
fucking with the cows.
And then they gave them back to us.
They were doing some shit and they gave it back to us and we got mad cow disease.
Boom.
I like that. I like that theory.
They tried with bird flu, too.
You know, actually, no. You know how it is? Birds are actually surveillances for the government. Because think about this.
I
Think
hate
about
that.
this.
I hate that theory because it's so scary. No, yeah.
When was the last time you seen a baby pigeon?
They don't exist, and
They
except in the
don't
forest.
fucking exist.
They're only in the forest.
Because they don't. Because they're manufactured as
they
adults.
they look so healthy and happy. They don't
the
look like
factory.
pigeons look when they grow.
Yes, they're little brown little things. Those, you know what? Those are not. Those aren't pigeons. Those are fucking escaped little creatures that escaped from the government. I'm telling you, man.
They'll have like camera eyes.
Camera eyes.
Yo, that means they have. That would mean that they have literally eyes to see basically the
Yeah,
entire
every
world.
bird outside your window, spying on you.
Okay, so here's the important question: where do they fly north?
They fly north during the what you call it?
In the winter, they go
During
back
winter
to the base.
go download the data to the database.
They all fly together.
They
make sure
all
that
go
don't-
together,
They don't
make
get in
sure-
trouble. They don't lose any data.
They count out each bird, make sure everyone's accounted for. Oh, number 747 is
roll
missing.
call. Yeah, they do roll call.
We gotta check the tapes.
Yeah, exactly. They
See
got
what
people
happened.
scouting all over the world.
It's just all scary.
You
Scary
see,
because it's true.
I stopped this. I tried to stop this in the beginning because I knew it was gonna get too real, and it's
Too
real now.
That's what it is. It's too real.
Oui.
It's too real. Let's do something a little unreal. I haven't been able to talk about this on my podcast with my friends, but you guys are here. We can talk about the Breaking Bad trailer.
Yes.
What day does that come out again?
October
I think it's
11th.
11th.
11th. Yes, it's 10/11. It should be. Things fly south for the winter. I said north. Thank you, Loyal, for correcting me.
Thanks. See, look, she's a government spy. She doesn't want us to know they actually fly north.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's
We're on
supposed
to
be
you,
north.
Loyal.
Yeah,
We know why you moved to Canada. We know why you moved to Canada.
Loyal. We know that the base is in Canada because it's not in the States.
Have you guys rewatched
Possible
the
deniability.
show recently?
Yes, I watched it again for the second time about 2 months ago, and it was so good that I have to whisper it because if not, I'd scream it. So much better the
I
second
gotta
time.
watch it one more time over. I've only seen it once. Bro, we saw this and it was just so thrilling. They barely show anything, but it's just like that. This should be.
You've seen this, right? Jeff? Skinny
My
chills.
Oh, that's the way. These things.
And not for nothing, but Bald Jesse is a fucking god. He's dangerous.
Yes.
Bald Jesse.
Look at all that grime and muck.
All that
just
jail
washing off.
and slavery.
Yes.
Poor Jesse. We hope you get your revenge.
The scars, man. The scars.
battle scars.
Literally.
My soul, tell my heart. I told you so.
Son is still alive.
That's right. He's still alive. He's burying something. I don't know what, though.
Finally bearing Walter, maybe.
I think he's still alive.
We'll talk about it right after we have to.
It's like a season 1-2 picture of him.
That's the dude in the junkyard too, his boy, DK.
Sorry if this is loud, child.
You ready?
Hell fucking yeah. I'm definitely ready. Are you ready?
El Camino.
My nipples are ready. They've been ready for a while. Listen, remember my name right there. That's perfect.
Remember my
How they have that? Oh,
Remember my name. Great show.
Jesus.
When did you guys start it? When did you jump into the show? Because I jumped in season 4.
No, I jumped in way after.
After?
It was done.
I don't know why I catch certain shows when I need to. Breaking Bad was week to week, man. I was watching that shit week to fucking week.
Nice.
By myself. Nobody I knew was watching Breaking Bad, really. And I finally got my dad into it. And I was like, yo, you gotta watch this fucking show. And he's like, I'm like, the main that character is Bryan Cranston. He's like, Bryan Cranston, I know that name. And I'm like, yeah, from Malcolm in the Middle, the fucking dad. The GOAT. Walter fucking White. Heisenberg.
I'm just glad I was actually to catch it during the hype, to like just to be able to catch the finale and just feel the significance of it all for the 5 years it was building up to.
Yeah, it built up. I feel like this is one of those shows, though, that what makes it so good is you can watch it whenever. And it still holds that, like, that caliber of great show. You know what I mean? Like, even after knowing everything that's going to happen, if you watch that shit, it doesn't even matter because it's that good of a fucking show.
Yeah, it's just good writing. It's just good writing overall.
Great writing, casting, just oof.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for Jesse, what's gonna happen to him? Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched or seen
Yes.
the show,
This is predictions. If you've seen Breaking Bad,
yeah. If you haven't, just stop watching now. And go watch that instead. But make sure you buy a shirt, jessesprivateparty.com before you do that. I think Jesse's gonna have to go to Mexico for a little bit to stay safe from the government, because I think that's who's looking for him right now. I'm assuming that's who's looking for him right now.
I think that's kind of valid.
everybody's looking for him right now. The
They
DEA,
might even pin all those people dying on Jesse.
That's one of the biggest problems. So we know that Walter gave Skyler the coordinates to Hank's body.
Yeah.
And Agent what's his name? Fucking
Gomez.
his boy Agent Gomez. Thank you. So all that shit, they don't have nobody to pin it on really.
Because a lot of people are dead.
A lot of people, and not only that, but we don't know if Walter's alive or not. And if Walter is actually dead, that means that the only person to pin all that shit on is Jesse. He's the only one connected to every single thing that's happened, including the meth, the money, the crime, everything. So
I know everyone says it. I know everyone wants it, but I don't think Walter is alive. I do not think he's alive.
Yeah.
Everyone wants it. They want to believe he beat it. He was able to overcome the cancer and the Nazis.
yeah, and the
But
guns,
I think his story's done. He had his ending at the end of the show, and now we're just gonna find out the ending for Jesse and his journey, and hopefully it's a good one. I can't expect a happy ending with everything he's been through, but at least a better ending than what he has right now.
I hope he gets a happy ending. But yeah, what's
It's a
yours?
great thing that they're doing it on Netflix, bro. It's just
Yeah, I don't have to go pay no ticket $18 in the theater
And,
to
like,
see it.
And to pay respect to like the Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul fans, because that's all a Netflix own thing now, you know, for the most
Yeah, they were
part.
TV first. They
Yeah.
were TV first. They should stay on TV. That's where it belongs.
I think so I think they're gonna do everything in their power to keep Walt alive. I think he might be alive for a
Think
little
so?
bit.
Think so?
Yeah, because they're gonna try, because he fell and they got there like 10 seconds later. Let's be realistic. With modern day medicine and everything, they could have brought him back in the hospital. They could have had him alive in the ambulance. I think Jesse and him actually deserve a proper goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think Jesse's burying Walt, and he's gonna finally say like, you know, something like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry this had to happen, Mr. White." Like, it's gonna be like he's gonna call him Mr. White again, and it's gonna be like heartbreaking.
emotional, yes.
And that's just my opinion, because he could be dead, and I'd be happy with that, and I think he should stay dead. But I think like in real life, they're gonna pick it up right there, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, they're doing everything they can to save this man's life because they're trying to pin all that shit on him."
yeah.
He's the one who did all that, and they actively
Yeah.
know that now.
Yeah. The most I can expect to see him in the movie, I would say, is probably in the beginning. We're gonna see an ambulance type scene of them trying to, I guess, see who's alive, who's dead, and maybe we'll see Bryan Cranston there, maybe in the hospital if he's still breathing. But
15-20 minutes of Bryan Cranston. Can we get
15 minutes
15
max,
minutes is
maybe.
too much. 15
Yeah.
minutes of fame, like the
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
15 minutes max, he'll probably be in the movie because this really is and belongs to Jesse. Because Breaking
true.
Bad was, what's his face?
Story of Heisenberg.
Yeah, Heisenberg story. So,
It's very true.
And it ended. We
Better
got
Call
our
Saul,
ending.
Saul Goodman's story. Okay, wait. You watched Better Call Saul, right?
No, I haven't seen it either.
I'm gonna watch it eventually. I will watch it eventually. I need shows to watch. I'm gonna add it on my to-do list. I've been wanting to get like a little whiteboard, and then when it mentions a show, I'll just write it on the board, and then I'll get to it eventually.
Gotta have a list of shit like that. Yeah.
I used to
sure.
actually have it, but then I used marker that's permanent, and then it ruined the board, so I
Been
couldn't use it no
there,
more.
Done that. I've definitely ruined at least 2 of boards like that in my day.
with the permanent markers.
Permanent marker, yeah, dumb shit. That was before my smoking days. That was just being a kid. Real quick, I gotta write something. Oh, life
Yeah.
is different now.
When did you guys start? How old?
Great
I was
question.
17.
Oh no.
I was 17.
I was very much a late bloomer.
Okay. 14 was my first joint.
14, nice.
That was my first blunt.
My
That
brother
my-
was 14, I think, also when he had his
Yeah?
first
I
one.
was like 19, 20 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Who are you with?
I got a quick story for you. So sophomore year, high school, was with my best friend Maduro. Shout out to Maduro.
Shout out to Maduro.
We used to chill on his block a lot with all his people from, you know, his block or whatever, and we were like the weird friendship because, you know, he's like this like black guy, and I was like this short kid with glasses and braces, nerdy kid, you know, whatever. So I used to always chill on his block. Everybody always fucked with me, whatever. So we used to just chill on the block. It was 163rd and Edgecombe in the hood, and we used to just chill on the block, drink out of plastic cups, and just smoke and shit. The smoking came after, obviously, but at that point, me and him were already like chilling in my crib, like eating Doritos and like sneaking Coronas out the
Nice.
freezer
Nice.
to drink and shit. So at that point, we were drinking. I'll never forget it. This is why I don't like tequila. Jose Cuervo. On the block, just mad, like 40 people on the block spread out between 2 buildings right across from each other. you know, and eventually, you know, he was like, yo, like, we going upstairs. So we went upstairs. He was playing, I remember he was playing Scarface for the PS2.
Nice.
Classic. And I ate all his snacks because I was smacked. But he basically convinced me. He convinced me to smoke finally, and I did, and I literally ate like three things off his fridge.
Was it easy peer pressure, or did you try to resist it a little bit? Or he's like, yeah, I'm down.
I was so lit, bro, off that Cuervo, bro. I blame tequila for getting me to smoke marijuana.
Nice.
But like, obviously, it would have happened.
Tequila,
like,
the gateway drug.
The tequila that was the gateway drug for sure. And we smoked. I'll never forget it, bro. I had fucking glasses, and I was like trying out contacts for the first time. And I slept over that night, and them shits were dry, and I had to take them shits out and put them in a cup. It was a rough ass night. I'm not gonna lie. That was my.
That's your first story.
Fuck yeah.
What about you, Sly?
Good times.
Mine wasn't all that exciting. It was my brother trying to get me to smoke, because like I had lived in Puerto Rico for a while, and my mom and my brother and everybody was still here in New York. So by the time that I came back, he had this whole new lifestyle, and I was just like, oh my God, who are you? So it was like a lot of him, like, I just want you to see that I'm not a bad person. It's just weed.
This doesn't make you a bad person.
Yeah.
I think that's what everybody's thing is when they try to get somebody into it.
We kind of have to do that, though, because it does have a negative connotation associated with it.
Yeah, like the way I was, like, raised, though, like that shit. I mean, I was never my parents were never really religious. We went to church, but that's because my brother was in the Boy Scouts and stuff like that.
ROTC and shit.
I was very much sheltered. Like, I wasn't allowed to go out or do anything. So any type of drug use or anything was like, oh my God, what the
impossible.
What is this? No, yeah. So weed was one of those things that was just like, in the beginning, I was like, oh no. But then there's like,
Z-Swigs, I heard weed makes you late.
That is a fact, because in my current job, I've never clocked in at 9 o'clock. I can count on my hand the number of times I've been on time, and I've worked there for about 2 years now.
Yep.
So I've been late every single day.
I have anxiety about random things, and I think I get anxiety about being late. When I care, when I don't care, I'm just saying.
It's whatever.
I'm late because I'm me. Like, I tell people, like, I'm late because I'm Platano.
He's on his own time zone. It's not like... the weed is not the problem.
That's why I try to explain that to people, like, and nobody who really knows me doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
This man takes a shower worse than a female. Like,
well, I take long showers too, though. I take long showers. I get complaints. I get the text. Hurry up. Hurry up.
It's just like everything that comes after that also. Like,
oh, you have a routine?
Of course. You gotta smack the lotion on. You gotta put the deodorant on. You gotta throw some shit in your hair.
Gotta take care of yourself.
Air dry for 8.5 minutes with the chancletas on.
He has hair up on a towel, even though he doesn't have hair.
Yeah, I got a hair towel. I've done that before, like 2 or 3 times.
Type of energy.
Oh, okay, instead of the towel down here, the towel's up here. I see how.
I just stopped doing that a few years ago, actually, because it was too cold for my nips when I got out the shower. So I used to just wear it up here.
Too cold.
Just tuck it.
But
then as you get longer, the towels don't reach, so you can't do that anymore.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice.
Which one's getting torso?
Whether you show your nipples or your niblets.
Your niblets.
Platano has a spa hour when he showers. Sounds like.
Yep.
Just about.
Spa hour. I have never been to a spa, but I would like to go to a spa, and hopefully he'll be similar to my showers, where they're just.
Spas are
I just
awesome.
like just the heat, just the warmness. I sometimes and I'll sometimes even sit in the shower too, just let the water fall on me. I just start thinking about life, like, why am I here? Why are we in this world?
How did I get
What am I gonna eat for breakfast? Stuff like that, you know. It's just it's me. It's good me time. It's good me time.
That's facts.
Because the only other me time is sleep time, and I'm not awake for that, so I can't enjoy it. I'm asleep for it. I'm asleep for sleep time.
I wish you could be awake when you. That's the technology I would want.
Like Doctor Strange.
If you could,
he was still sleeping, but his mind was off doing other things.
That's
you know how much stuff you can learn.
He would very much enjoy that.
You know how much stuff you can. I wish I can somehow figure out a way to either sleep less and still enjoy it, or just, I don't know.
Never need sleep.
We just either never need sleep, or just figure out how to make the day longer somehow.
Yeah.
I feel like our calendar's already fucked up. One day we could just like switch it all up and just have more day.
Add an extra day to the year, to the months.
No,
A free
not
day?
no stupid shit that we already tried, like leap year day and
What do you
shit.
mean?
That's the February 29th. Is that?
Sort of, yeah.
that
We
what?
should be
Shit.
calling.
It's
We should be calling out on
has
leap
a
day.
That's what that's
very
for.
Useful, like use, but it just can't be calculated as that day.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, look,
Like-
February 29th and the whole
it can't be perfectly calculated.
and the
Yeah,
whole
so
like
it's
daylight
percentage,
saving
yeah.
things. Those are two different things that we created to fix our broken calendar. You know that,
Well,
right?
yeah.
It's not
for
broken.
us to,
it's
like,
just like
sync
who
up
can
with the sun and all
really,
that, yeah.
Measure how like
The
Earth-
Mayans.
I forgot who invented that.
The Mayans did it.
They did it.
They did it, and they had it accurately. And then you know what we did?
We blew them up.
Be humans. We took over, and then we were like, "Nah, you know what? We don't like the way you've been telling time for the last 2,100 years. Let's switch it up real quick."
That's what, wasting water.
Oh yeah, the Watcher said he feels left out because we waste water. Because I'm sure he lives in a home where he pays for that.
That's my boy. That's on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize. What's going on, Mike?
Here.
So he has a home where he pays for water. I'm assuming.
I feel so left out. Oh, I didn't realize what he was saying.
Yeah, I read it. I read it. I was waiting for you to see.
Yeah, because normally it would be me and him here,
Yeah.
but he's home right now. I mean, I already know you're gonna come over later. You're already
I don't
gonna
know
text
you,
me
but
with
you're
the
here in
Scythe
spirit.
Scythe.
Yeah, I'm sorry
I'm almost just waiting for that text. I already know I was gonna get it eventually.
I'm sorry you're at home with your limited supply of water. Burn.
Oh my God. Okay.
Boom, burn.
Boom.
I think this is a good time to wrap it up. I love you. You got to buy this. Buy this little
We
Stream
really
Deck thing.
need to. Yeah.
Best Buy.
We've been talking about the things that are
Worth it.
essentials for streams, and that is one of them.
The shit
100%.
is official tissue.
Yeah. Oh,
Official tissue.
I use that. Nobody
need
else
that
used that
official
term
type of
too,
tissue.
bro.
They don't endorse me. I don't endorse them. But get yourself a Elgato Stream Deck.
Stream
And while you're doing that,
how
make
much,
sure you
how much
also
was that one?
like 50 or 60.
Oh, that's
something
not
like
That's
that.
not terrible. Yeah. I mean,
It would
I
be nice to have like that big one.
like a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah,
one.
this is
you
the
can,
mini
like,
one.
very
I actually
nice.
wish I got the bigger one.
That's what she said.
This is the cool for what it is,
Yeah.
but I wish I had the extra buttons to go with the other one. Like this
Well-
is a good intro level. Like I mean, I'm not really doing much. I was just changing scenes,
Yeah.
playing music. So
But
this
as
is
you-
good for this.
As you get
Right.
along, you can have 20 buttons. You can have like 4
Yeah,
just
man.
for sound
I
effects.
know
and
I'm gonna be. She's
fucking
just gonna keep growing.
mixing
Gonna
that
get
shit like
bigger
your
and
funk
bigger.
flex.
Right? I'm gonna drop another one. Bang, 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 bang.
Just cause mad bombs in Jesse's
Right?
private party.
Dropping bombs on Baghdad. Dropping bombs on Baghdad.
Hey.
All right, guys. I want to thank my two guests for coming. This was fun.
Thank
Hopefully,
you for having us. This was awesome.
This has been
Hopefully
a private
we can,
party. This was
have
dope.
you again in the future.
That,
Hell
have
yeah.
that sexy voice going on
Oh
with this
yeah,
music
we
right
gotta
now.
give it to it now.
But
Yeah.
thank
Have
you
a
all for
little
coming.
Sexy time afterwards. Yeah.
Everyone in chat, everyone in the stream. Thank you for all the love. We will catch you again until next time. Until then,
Here.